Now, if you want to break 90 and play a bit more consistently, the one thing that will really help is swinging the club on the correct swing path. It'll help you hit the ball straight. It'll also mean that you hit the ground at the right point and get good compression, but it'll also mean that you can stop your backswing at any point and come back and hit the appropriate length of shorter shot. Game is much more than the full swing. You need the three-quarter shots, the half shots, the bunker shots, the chip shot if you're going to score your best. We're going to talk about a super simple swing concept that'll help you understand where the club, your arms and your body need to be at every point on the backswing so you can stop it and come back and hit the appropriate length of shot. I'm going to talk about common errors and what happens if you veer off the correct swing path and what you can expect when that happens. There's even a trick shot at the end to illustrate it all. There's plenty to talk about. Let's get into it right away. So firstly, what is this idea of swing path? Well, it is really easy to understand. The club should follow a mirror image path on either side. Can you see here the club is horizontal and also parallel to that alignment stick on the ground, and on the follow through it also wants to be the same, horizontal and parallel. So whatever the club does on this side, it also should be able to do on that side, and then the club face will come from inside the line to along the line and back inside the line again. Great John Jacobs used to call that in to square and back inside again. So the club doesn't swing down the line, it comes back around like a baseball shot. You can see here that if I swing horizontally, you can imagine if I got to here, where would I go next? I'd come back around. I would never ever go, as many people think, straight out. So the target wouldn't be possible. The swing follows therefore a circular path, and this idea of in to square and back inside again, like a door closing on its hinges, is a really powerful one. And then you get the idea, whatever you do here, you must also be able to do here. So if you come offline, you'll be able to see it quite clearly. So horizontal and parallel here, horizontal and parallel here. Then we go to a three-quarter spot here, and again you see the angle of the shaft is thoroughly repeatable on this side, and also my hands are opposite the middle of my body here, and they're not around here and they're not out there, they're opposite the middle of my body. So the club has gone up and around. We'll talk about how to get that right in a moment, so I can repeat that on the other side. And if I lengthen it, I'm over one shoulder and over the other on the other side as well. So what you do on one side, you also need to do on the other. Another way of illustrating that is to show you my left-handed backswing. You see like that. If I swap the hands over as I must, I'm actually on my way to a right-handed follow through. Viewers of this channel will know that I play both left and right-handed, and it's very easy to see that what I do on one side, I should also do on the other. That is my right-handed backswing, hands over this shoulder. We'll talk about more about that in a minute. If I swap the hands over to my left-handed grip, I'm actually on the way to a left-handed follow through, so the complete mirror image. So how are we going to arrange ourselves so that we get into this 9 o'clock position? Well, what we must understand is that in the swing, the arms do the up and the body does the around. So if you look at this, my arms come across my body only so far as the right shoulder. This is what the arms would do if the body didn't move at all. And you can see if I add a turn to that, I'm in a good position here with the arms up over my right shoulder, as I described earlier. Now, what we mustn't get is the arms doing the around. We'll talk about common errors in a moment. So the swing has to be coordinated, and once you understand what the club needs to do, then I think you have a much better idea of it. And this is a great check, 9 o'clock here. Great to video yourself. If you do, make sure the camera is in line with your hands as it is now, so that the club actually appears to be parallel and not offline. Great way to check. But at this point here, the club has gone straight back and my arms have started to just elevate a little bit, but I've made what I would call a third of a swing. but also a third of a turn. And that means that the arms and the body are beautifully coordinated. Third of a swing, third of a turn. If I lengthen that, you see it better from this view, I would imagine. 3/4 here. You see my arm is made an L with the club. Actually, I call it 2/3 rather than 3/4 because 2/3 of a swing here and 2/3 of a turn. So again, the body and the arms have coordinated. And at the top of the swing, I would obviously keep turning to get there and keep elevating the arms so that now I have a full swing and a full turn. From this angle, again, I will do it so that that line is where 9 o'clock will be. 9 o'clock here, horizontal and parallel, that is perfect. 2/3 here, 2/3 of a turn, and also over now my right shoulder, and ready to come back on the same line. This simplifies the swing, but what it also means is that wherever I stop, I'm on this mirror image track. So if I stopped at 8 o'clock, I could hit the ground at the right point and hit a little chip shot. If I stopped at 9 o'clock with a sand wedge, I'd hit about, well, my distance is 18 yards. At 10 o'clock here, I'd hit it 31 yards with a 56-degree sand wedge. I know I've got a driver in my hands, but bear with me. This L shot, 3/4, that goes 55 yards with my sand wedge, and a full swing obviously would all measure our distances. But what it means is wherever I stop my swing, I've got a shot. And not only will the ball go straight, as I've already described, but it is also possible to hit the ground at the right point. I'll show you that when I'll swap to a sand wedge. Now with a sand wedge in my hands, you will also be able to see the added benefit that a mirror image swing gives you, and that is that you hit the ground at the right point. So if we've got the club traveling on the right path, we'll hit the ball straight, but we'll also hit the ground at the right spot, which is brilliant for chipping and iron shots as well. With 9 o'clock here, 3 o'clock there, I hit the ground just after where that ball would be, so I can get perfect contact from a 9 o'clock swing, from a 2/3 swing, hit the ground again at the same point, and also from a full swing, I will hit the ground again at the appropriate point, just after the ball. So, this mirror image idea is super important. You'll hit the ball solidly, you get good compression, you'll also hit it in the right direction. And that will help you hit every single shot on the golfing curriculum. Viewers of this channel will know there are 20 of those. They'll be in the description of the channel if you want to see a full list. Now there is one really great drill actually that will help you coordinate the arms and the body. It's David Ledbester's club in the stomach drill. Put the club just left of your tummy, grip the club on the metal and stand as you normally would. And the first part of the swing, the stomach turns, so the body and the arms get going together. By the time you get to 8 o'clock, it's time to elevate the arms as we described earlier. Yeah, and the elbow bends and the thumbs start to go up on the angle, not vertically, but on the correct angle so that we get the club over the right shoulder in the downswing so that it can come back on that line and do as we described. And in the follow through, do exactly the same thing. It's a lovely drill. Turn to 8 o'clock and then you can start elevating the arm. So if you tend to take the club out there, it'll probably feel like you're in and up. That's where I live most of the time. I have this tendency to go out a little bit. So for me, this is a wonderful drill. Brings the club slightly on the inside, but not too much. And if the club comes off your stomach, then you know the club's come too far behind yourself. Again, if you find yourself in this position, you ask yourself, well, could I do that in the follow through? And the answer is emphatically, no, you couldn't. It would be far too difficult. The same over here. So finally, that trick shot I promised you, which illustrates this beautifully. Again, 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock you can see here, and I'll put it up in the split screen. You'll be able to see a row of balls which I'm hitting away, and I'm using both clubs. Don't be fooled. Many think, and there will be comments in the comment section about this, but I'm hitting with both clubs, and you can perfectly well see the swing then is a mirror image. Wherever I stop it, it's going to be the same on the other side. It's a nice way of illustrating exactly that. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting and useful. This is swing path. The other part of the equation is the club face, and that has much more to do with your grip and your hand action. And if you want some more information on that, then this video would be a great one to watch next.